Welcome back. Today, we're diving into a pretty wild story about how a viral social media post about giving dads a makeover, of all things, sparked a whole tech-fueled movement that's aiming to completely redefine what it means to get older. Let's get right into it. So, it all kicks off with this one simple question. What if you could take a regular, everyday dad, someone in their 50s or 60s, give him a bit of a style upgrade, and show the world the seriously charismatic model hiding just under the surface? It sounds like a fun weekend project, right? Well, for one company, it was the spark for an entire economic revolution. The story begins not in some stuffy boardroom, but with a viral social media campaign. The idea was just so pure, simple, and powerful. Transform the fashion and photos of middle-aged men, and in the process, transform how we all see them.
That's right. The entire company, which is called The New Gray, grew out of this one single project. The whole concept was to give these men a fashion makeover and a professional photo shoot, and then replace their old, kind of blurry profile pictures with something sharp, stylish, and professional. And the response? It was immediate and, honestly, overwhelming. Just how overwhelming are we talking? Well, the project just snowballed, pulling in around 1 million social media followers. 1 million! At that point, this wasn't just a fun project anymore. It was a full-blown movement. And that number proved something huge. There was this massive, untapped desire to see seniors portrayed not as old, but as cool, vibrant, and incredibly stylish.
Okay, so here's the million-dollar question. How do you turn a viral moment into a business that actually lasts? Well, The New Gray didn't just sit back and count the likes. They immediately started building an engine to turn all that social media energy into a real company. And their strategy is actually a complete self-reinforcing loop. It all starts with education, where they train seniors to become modern creators. Then comes content, producing these amazing photos and videos with them. That great content then attracts major brands for advertising partnerships. And finally, it all fuels commerce, where they leverage the entire ecosystem to sell products. It's brilliant. Each step just feeds the next one. And look, this isn't just a theory on a whiteboard. It is absolutely working. Get this, they're training over 200 new senior creators every single year, building this powerful pipeline of talent. And they've already worked with more than 70 major brands, which just proves that the market is starving for this new generation of influencers. So, you've got the viral hit, and you've got a business model that's proven to work. What do you do next? You add some rocket fuel. And for The New Gray, that meant getting some serious high-tech investment to go all in on artificial intelligence. They managed to secure a spot in the TIPS program. Now, just for some context, this is a huge deal in South Korea. It's a super competitive, government-backed program that finds and funds only the most promising tech startups in the country. Just getting selected is a massive stamp of approval. Through TIPS, The New Gray locked down 500 million won in R&D funding for the next 2 years. This is the kind of capital that can really transform a company from a cool lifestyle brand into a genuine tech player. And what's the plan for all that money? To go all in on AI. The idea is to infuse every single part of their business with artificial intelligence, making the entire operation smarter, faster, and way, way more scalable. And their AI strategy is really specific. First, they're using it to make their creator academies smarter. Imagine an AI that can predict what kind of content will perform best. It'll also help them expand their brand collaborations, using data to find the absolute perfect creator for any given campaign. And third, it's going to enhance their commerce, using AI to help create unique products, like a whole clothing line inspired by one of their most popular models. Okay, so let's zoom out, because this isn't just about one cool company anymore. The New Gray is tapping into a massive economic shift, a wildfire of opportunity that is fundamentally changing our ideas about aging. Just try to wrap your head around that number. By 2030, the silver economy in South Korea alone is projected to be worth 168 trillion won. This isn't a niche market. It's a colossal economic shift, and it's growing at an unbelievable pace. So why is this market exploding? It's because the entire concept of being senior is changing. The old view was of passive retirees, but the new reality is what they're calling active seniors, people who are healthy, engaged, and want to keep contributing and creating. The old view saw these really clear age gaps, but we're moving toward an ageless society where generational lines are blurring and style is for everyone. This is where the opportunity is. So it really begs the question, right? In this massive new economy, who are going to be the leaders? Who will be the new faces, the influencers, the people setting the trends?
Well, the CEO of the New Gray has a very clear answer. He says they aren't just participating in the market, they are opening an entirely new one called the senior creator economy. That is such a bold and powerful vision. They're not just playing the game, they want to be the architects of a whole new economic category, built on the talent and charisma of a generation we've overlooked for far too long.
And that brings us to our final thought. After seeing how a simple idea can unlock so much potential and create a whole new industry, it really makes you wonder. When you close your eyes and picture a senior citizen of the future, what do you see?